Someone asks you to take on a massive project you have absolutely no bandwidth for. While your internal alarm bells are screaming at you to decline, your mouth moves on autopilot, cheerfully promising them a sure thing. The immediate aftermath is a crushing weight. As the person walks away, you're left staring at an impossible schedule, already feeling the exhaustion of an obligation you never actually wanted to accept. Psychologists define this chronic inability to decline requests as people-pleasing, a compulsion that prioritizes external approval over your own mental and physical capacity. It's a strange paradox. No is one of the simplest words in the language, yet for many, uttering it triggers a wave of guilt and psychological discomfort so intense it feels physically painful. Understanding the hidden mechanics behind that discomfort is the only way to break the cycle. Otherwise, you'll continue to sacrifice your own peace of mind just to manage the emotions of the people around you. This reflex to please isn't an inherent part of your personality. It's a survival tactic learned in childhood, developed when you were completely dependent on others for your sense of safety. In environments of conditional love, emotional security is a moving target. You quickly learn that keeping caregivers or peers happy is the only way to ensure you remain accepted and protected. This creates a reward loop. Being accommodating brought affection, making you feel safe and worthy of love, but displeasing others led to rejection. Over time, your brain categorized saying no as an existential threat to be avoided at all costs. This childhood programming persists into adulthood. It creates a dependency where you can only feel positive emotions if others are giving you positive feedback, forcing you to suppress your own needs to keep that feedback coming. This automatic yes functions as an outdated psychological defense system. It is still desperately trying to protect the brain from a fear of abandonment that is no longer a threat. Think of your life as an emotional ledger, where time, energy, and identity are finite. People-pleasing drains your energy as you anxiously try to control others' reactions. Eventually, your identity vanishes entirely, leaving you unable to distinguish your own goals from theirs. This leads directly to burnout. As obligations pile up, your time and energy are entirely diverted to tasks you'd rather avoid, leaving you stressed, depleted, and unable to care for your own well-being. It also sabotages your relationships. Constant accommodation trains people to take you for granted. Since you never set boundaries, friends and colleagues may not even realize they are asking too much, leading to one-sided connections. Beneath every forced smile, frustration builds. You pretend to be happy to indulge others while your own needs go unmet, allowing resentment to simmer just under the surface. Every yes given out of fear is an unauthorized withdrawal from your ledger. Eventually, you find yourself bankrupt, unable to fund the priorities that actually matter to you. Because this is a learned habit, the loop can be broken. You can rewire this reflex by intentionally shifting your focus from external approval to internal needs. It starts with looking inward. The clearer you are about your own values and what actually makes you feel good, the easier it becomes to make choices that reflect who you are rather than what others want from you. Next, you have to catch the reflex. You need to build a psychological pause between a request and your response. During this moment, your mental scale is usually tilted heavily by the fear of disapproval. Balance the scale by asking, what am I trying to avoid by agreeing? And what resource am I giving up? When you see that a yes will cost you your integrity or your peace of mind, the trade-off rarely seems worth it. Start small with boundaries. You don't have to deliver a hard no immediately. Use scripts to buy time, like, I need to check my calendar and I'll get back to you. This breaks the autopilot response. Practice setting limits in low-stakes situations. Offer a restricted amount of help instead of a blank check, or share a slightly different opinion in a casual conversation. This builds your tolerance for minor friction. As you practice these boundaries, you stop viewing your worth as a currency you have to earn through constant availability. By validating your own needs, you build a sense of confidence that stays stable regardless of how other people respond. Identifying where the reflex is strongest is the first step toward breaking it. In which area of your life, work, family, or social circles, do you find it hardest to say no?